Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on another team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Florida State's offense will be first on the attack. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Fires to the right. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. He lobs one high down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll run the counter. Find some fresh air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Noles have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he's got a chance. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it. It's Davis. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Davis. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Absolutely perfect. On the snap, it's Davis. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come home. The question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The sure hands, it's Lee. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking the loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. They'll run the sneak for it.
Well, we've seen this a couple of times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, and they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
They'll try the right side. Runs through a tackle. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, counts on that screen, and get the tackle for offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense. And the defense aid got him at the 27.
When you got third and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He got it. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, you can just keep your points. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. He's got it on the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Nice, relentless execution. That 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Off play action on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Here comes the offense on first down. The give is to Williams. Turning it on! And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The screen, he can go. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Hunt is on its way. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Back to pass on second down. Quickly to the tight end. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Looking to throw again. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grab behind the line. It's Reed. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Pitt will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's second and 12. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Behind the chains now on second and long. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for a productive play on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to fire. Finds his man, it's White. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Caught in the backfield. It's White. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Direct snap. It's Williams. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Got a man. It's Lee. They'll rip off 8 on. It's 2nd and 2.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Seminoles will kick it away to second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. You can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. When the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you win.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense doing its job again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground, forcing a third down situation, likely to be a pass. Both defenses have played a really good football game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, man. Something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. With the catch, it's White.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Knowles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Complete to the right. What a play there, and he rips up a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, They pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. First and goal.
Touchdown, no! And that one will give them the lead. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to the Red Hawks of Miami. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gives it on the option. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Holstein. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it behind the line. It's Reed. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. The give is to Williams. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's Castellanos. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He got it! And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win.
Got the quick completion.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
There's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Holstein. Trying to set up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Pick will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Ripping up a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The short hands. It's White. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Making side adjustments here. Now the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Snagged in the middle, it's Lee.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Pitt.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking, understanding right away. Dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Chuck. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Seminoles crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Robinson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've reached... timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Wants to keep it in the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And the Noles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He's taking a deep shot. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Seminoles! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point is good. They're up by 3, and a field goal would just bring us even. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Rice.
It's complete to the right.
Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun. Wants to pass. Throwing right. Got him downfield. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock. So now it's second and long. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Panthers! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He'll keep it himself. Jukes his way for more. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Grabbed over the middle. It's Douglas. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positive, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, Dave. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in 1 week. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific area of their football team to try to improve on and get this thing going.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
voice under a worn hoodie sounded oddly familiar. The oversized sunglasses and cap didn't help, but there was something, a presence. The stranger in front of him slid over a passport that read Malik S. The agent was almost sure he recognized the man from somewhere, but didn't ask further questions. It was March 1995. Tupac Shakur, just shy of 24, was alive, walking, and freshly stitched from gunshots that nearly killed him 3 months prior. Publicly, he was recovering in New York. Privately, he was boarding a small regional plane out of New Mexico, hiding in plain sight. Why New Mexico? Fewer eyes, fewer cameras, and a friend's isolated ranch near Las Vegas. Not the one with casinos. The one with hills, dirt roads, and silence. He wasn't running from fame. He was running from noise. Tupac walked through the terminal, moving with a slight limp. In one hand, a duffel bag. In the other, a notepad filled with inked lyrics, taped corners, and a folded photo of his mother. He didn't want security detail. No first class. No headlines. Just row 17, seat A, and peace. The regional jet wasn't glamorous. 50 seats max. An engine already whining in protest. But Tupac didn't care. The more forgettable, the better. As he boarded, a kid in the front row nudged his mom. "That guy looks like Tupac." She laughed. "Sweetie, Tupac wouldn't fly coach in a beanie and sneakers." He kept walking, head down. A former tour manager, D-Lon, had arranged the ticket. No paper trail. The name Malik S. was an old alias Tupac once used for demos. He leaned against the window as the plane filled up. He closed his eyes, then pulled the hood tighter. The flight was delayed 15 minutes. Weather, mechanical check. Nothing major. Then the gate opened again. A flight attendant walked in, not in uniform. Young, early 30s, brown leather bag slung over one shoulder. Her name tag, hastily clipped to her coat, read, Mariah Dean. She handed the gate agent a document. "I'm off duty. I need a jump seat or an open seat. Emergency. My mother's at St. Mary's in L.A. The gate agent scanned the manifest. There's one seat. Back row. Next to Malik S. Mariah Dean.